Hello and welcome, you join me, ADG, and here we are for race 10 of the Gran Turismo Touring Car Championship, brought to us by the Mature Racing Club, and this time round we're at Autopolis International Racing Course for another half an hour race. This is the second race that was held on Friday night, so this is the reverse grid race, and we will quickly go through the grid order. We have Rick in pole position, in the Subaru Impreza STI or whatever it is. In second we have ADG 123 in the Audi TT. Faithless Emo is in third in the McLaren. Fourth is Ginger Crackhead in the Renault Megane Trophy. Robust Hood is in the Renault as well in fifth. Street Boy is in the McLaren in sixth. CJW in seventh in the Megane Trophy as well. JRC is in eighth in the Megane. We have White Shark Phil in 9th in the VW Scirocco, White Shark Jim in 10th in the Audi TT, and then VLX Chewy finishes out our field in 11th in the GT86 Toyota. So we will jump on board with Rick, and without much further ado, we'll get this one underway. The Subaru of Rick, I'm expecting to get a great start. It absolutely launches normally, does the Scooby. Look at that, proves me right, absolutely launches it off the start. Ginger Cracker gets a great start in the Megane, comes through side by side with Faithless Emo, heading into T1. Oh, just pulls nicely ahead of Faithless Emo as well to claim that second position. Faithless in third. Robert Hood comes through in fourth. Got myself in fifth, with Street Boy and CJW behind, side by side. Oh, White Shark Phil getting through on Street Boy. Yep, White Shark Phil's through on Street Boy behind. So Rick leads away from Ginger Crackhead, Faithless Emo in third, Robert Hood in fourth, ADG in fifth. We've got CJW in sixth, White Shark Phil in seventh. Good start from Phil. VLX Chewy in 8th, so 11th to 8th in a matter of corners, so good start from Chewy. White Shark Jim in 9th, Street Boy in 10th, JRC in 11th. Oh, a little bit of contact as they all bunch up through the slow left-hand hairpin. Nothing malicious in there though. I'm looking down the inside of Roberts in front. Audi TT versus Megane. Both quite good, capable cars around this track, Autopolis, or Autopolis as some people call it. Ginger Crackhead making the move for first position. Watch on board from Faithless Emo in third. Oh, not quite getting the job done there from Ginger Crackhead. Oh, Robert Hood, all of a sudden side by side with Faithless with a little tap. Coming out of the last corner now, keeping it nice and tidy, giving each other a little bit of room. Oh, and that's me appearing on the left hand side in the Audi TT. Incredibly quick down the straight is the Audi TT. I got a good run out of the last corner as well, and I managed to take both Faithless Emo and Robert Hood. And there Rick goes a little bit deep into the first corner as well, so Rick starts dropping back because of that. And look, he just drops all the way back, a tiny little mistake. So that sees Ginger Crackhead up into the lead of the race, ADG into second, Faithless Emo in third, Robert Hood in fourth, CJW in fifth now. So it's all incredibly close, and we're on lap 2. Phil in sixth. And we've got a tiny gap, if you can call it that, to Chewy and Rick. Chewy just getting past Rick there, so Rick well and truly missing out from that little mistake that he made. It looks like everyone's managed to pretty much get past him because of that. And he's now down into 8th position, and he's got Jim down the inside of him as well. So Jim takes that off him, and he's now into 9th. Street Boy in 10th, and JRC. JRC didn't get the start off to a good one. He had trouble with his pedals didn't work, so he was left stranded on the start for a second or two whilst everyone else managed to get away. So unfortunately JRC has ruined this one a little bit because of that, so he's right at the back, and he's out of contention so far. Look at Chewy coming through now in 7th. White Shark Jim following him through quite nicely as well in the Audi TT. seem to be doing the similar moves whenever they happen. Robos the Hood going a little bit deep into there, opening up the corner to CJW behind. CJW not having the chance to stick his nose down there though. Everyone piling through still, heading on to lap 4. Oh, lap 3 even, sorry. Phil down the inside of CJW. Go on board. Oh, so there's 3 of them stuck to the inside, CJW on the outside. Is he going to be hung out to dry? Nope, finds a nice line into there, actually holds his own. All following and all defending to the inside. CJW the only one brave enough, and Chewy behind him. Brave enough to try it around the outside and try and take the opposite line. Oh, a little bit of contact as CJW and Chewy get caught up a little bit. Not sure CJW would have been aware that Chewy was flying up so quickly. That allows Jim to come in. Oh, Jim getting involved all of a sudden. Chewy follows CJW instead of anyone else through that corner, keeps to the inside and manages to get through on more or less everyone there. Gets through up into 6th. Meanwhile, Jim side by side with him in the TT. Brilliant race going on here. So I've ADG 123 is now in the lead, taking it off Ginger Crackhead, and Faithful Seymour is in 3rd, Robertson in 4th, CJW in 5th, White Shark Jim, which we are watching in the TT, in 6th, Chewy in 7th, White Shark Phil in 8th, Rick in 9th, Street Boy in 10th, and JRC on the grass in 11th. Pulled a nice gap to Ginger Cracker behind, not a massive gap, but so I don't have to worry about defending or anything. Ginger Cracker having a really good race from the start in this one, got himself up into 2nd position by the first corner, and he's done a really good job since. Faithful Seymour has got a low train developing behind him now. On to lap 4, and CJW and Robert Hood look a bit impatient to get past. CJW just taking the position off Robert Hood there. So up into 4th, good move there from CJ. Jim's right on the back of these two now. Robert Hood back up into 4th, taking it back off CJW. Oh, and CJW is losing out as well on the outside to White Shark Jim. Not a lot you can do if you're held on the outside into that corner, so he has to give up the position, and Jim gets through up into 5th. It's all very close. Chewy just sends it down the inside on CJW behind. And there he goes, past him as well, so demotes CJW into 7th all of a sudden. Chewy making his way through the field very nicely. So Jim and Chewy seem like they're almost working together here. I know they won't be, but they seem to be doing very similar moves and very taking the same kind of opportunities. Look at Jim go as well in TT. We know the TT straight fast down the straight. That's his real true advantage really. And there we go. He's dived down the inside on T1 on Robert Hood. Just pulls through nicely and he's up into 4th. Robert Hood losing out as well behind. Chewy goes through as well and he follows him through. Like I say, Jim and Chewy taking the same opportunities really. And they both rob Robert Hood of a position there. Good stuff so far though. Good battles going on. TJW down the inside on Roberts. Tight hairpin. It doesn't look anywhere near as tight from the outside camera, the exterior camera, but really tight hairpin is that left-hander. And CJW makes good of it, gets past Roberts Hood, back up into 6th. So good midfield battle going on between these guys. Street Boy in 9th now, he's got past Rick. Rick, as we saw, dropping down earlier on. JRC just having that unfortunate start where he didn't get away as well as everyone else, and Rick going off track there as well. Yeah, not a great moment there for Rick. So yeah, they find themselves at the back, those two. Roberts Hood now in 9th, he's dropped back a little bit with a bit of contact somewhere along the way. Let's see if we can catch that actually. So it was quite high up a moment ago. What happened to Roberts here then? Oh, look like what's happened to Roberts? Something's happened there, I'm not sure. Just allows the White Shark Phil and Street Boy to drive through him. So not quite sure what happened to Roberts there, but not a good one. He just lost a couple of positions because of that. CJW with quite the battle to watch in front of him. White Shark Jim side by side with Chewy. We'll remind you, Chewy starting in 11th place. These guys, most of these guys that we're seeing, watching now, are coming through the field, doing the overtakes. CJW has got a bit of a run on Chewy behind. Chewy going defensive into this next one. Can CJW hold it around the outside? No. Good racing though. Faithful Seymour has now got the pressure of Jim and a couple more cars coming in incredibly fast. Chewy around the outside. Great move there from Chewy. Absolutely unbelievable. Nice. Oh, end up going wide through there though. That allows CJW the run. Is he there? Where is it? Oh, for some reason he didn't quite get the momentum to get past there. Thought he would have done. Run it side by side. Good racing going on in the midfield, like I say. Chewy now just taking advantage of Faithful Seymour, having a little bit of a mistake there, going a little bit wide through there, and he had to lift out, and that just allowed Chewy to come through. So Chewy with a really good strong couple of laps, and now finds himself in 3rd position, doing a great job to get a good result out of this one from the reverse grid. Ginger Crackhead in 2nd still, ADG 1, 2, 3 in 1st. And we'll quickly go through and see what else is going on behind. Faithful Seymour in 4th. White Shark Jim just ahead of CJW. So White Shark Jim hasn't quite managed to follow Chewy for these last couple of positions. That's the problem with the Audi TT. It might be incredibly quick, but the tyres, the front tyres go off incredibly quickly as well. So it's easy to start losing pace in the TT. Funny sound from Street Boy's throttle there. Sounds like a really pumping the throttle, feathering the throttle through those corners. Roberts Hood into 8th now, was in 9th a lap or two ago. Not doing a bad job, but a bit unfortunate to say he was involved in the battle at the start. He's dropped back a little bit now. But we did see him ghosting, so I'm not sure what was going on. Going on at the top. Oh, look at that. Oh, we'll go back, see how it happened. So Chewy's behind Ginger Cracker at the moment. He's closed right on the bumper of him on lap 7 though. Whoa, Ginge just going a little bit wide into there, picked up a bit of understeer. And that was enough for Chewy just to dive through. So a really good opportunistic move from Chewy there. Made it work brilliantly. And that's how you do it. Not a massive mistake from Ginger Cracker at all there, but yeah, that was enough for Chewy just to make the move. Up into second. So he's now just got me to chase down in first. A couple of the guys towards the back coming in the pits on lap 8 now. Robert Hood, White Shark Jim coming towards half an hour now. Halfway through, sorry, not half an hour. So Chewy is absolutely on it in this race. Sunglasses on the front of the car, cool as you like. So it looks like CJW has now dropped Jim, now he's pitted. So it'll be interesting to see where CJW comes out in relation to Jim. They were pretty close when CJW comes into the pits. Robbo's still in 8th after a pit stop, so that's not too bad. White Shark Phil, looked like he had quite a reasonable start, but finds himself in 9th now. JRC in 10th. We've lost a player, so we're down to 10 from 11. So where do we go? Let's skip up to the top, see what else is going on. Oh, now Chewy is right on my rear bumper and challenging for first place. And this is the lap where I ended up pitting. Chewy just going through. I allowed him to go, so I won't hold him up too much. I don't know why. I'm just nice like that. Then dive in the pits. Didn't lose me any time really, so it made no difference. So Chewy now in the lead, and Chewy is yet to pit, so he's pretty good at doing the no stop is Chewy, and I believe that's what he attempts in this race, so let's see how it goes for him. At the moment though, he's now picked up a really healthy big lead. I think it was roughly around 10 seconds if I remember rightly when I came out of the pits. He had a 10-second lead over me in second, so he had a really healthy lead over the rest of the field. White Shark Jim now with the pit stops working out as they have, he's now in 3rd place, so it's worked out quite well for Jim. He was battling away in the midfield through quite a few of those opening laps, but he's found himself in the podium position now. Ginger Crackhead losing out a little bit, dropped into 4th now, but still in a really good position to try and make the most of this race. The 2nd stint on fresh tyres. Faithless Emo and CJW pretty close together, with Robert Hood not far behind in 7th, so Robert Hood is making his way back into this one. Let's have a watch as CJW attempts to get past Faithless Emo. Oh, a little bit of door rubbing by the look of it. Side by side. Again, a tiny bit of contact. Oh, that bit of contact has seen Faithless Emo go off there. It didn't look like it was anything too drastic, but it was enough for Faithless Emo to lose control. I'm actually going to skip back and let's watch that on board from Faithless Emo. See if it was his correction or if it was the contact. Have a look. Oh yeah, no, it did knock him off a bit, so it could have gathered it up a bit better than that, I dare say, as well. But there you go. It's hard to judge from the replay. But Faithless Emo losing out a little bit there, so down into 7th. CJW up into 5th. Robert Hood up into 6th, promoted from that little one, that little mistake. If we check back on Chewy, again, massive lead, nothing to worry about. If you look on the mini-map at the top right, he's got a huge lead over me in 2nd, and then Jim in 3rd. Anyway, skip back through, keep an eye on the action. So we've got Faithful Seaman now. He has a bit of a different challenge all of a sudden. He's got White Shark Phil behind him. And Street Boy not far behind as well in the McLaren. Faithful Seamer is taking a little bit of grass over there. Must be a keen gardener. Just saw there was a little bit long and thought, yep, I'll do something about that. I'll flatten it down a bit. Robert Hood and CJW having a little bit of a battle, both in the same car as well, so makes it good for a battle. You know that it's exactly the same, it's just down to the driver. And obviously the tyre wear makes a difference, but there isn't many differences. Just flicking through, again, just trying to catch a little bit of action. There's not a great deal going on at the moment. The Street Boy has dropped off. Sorry, no, you haven't. Street Boy's got past Faithful Seaman and White Shark Phil, so I missed what's gone on there, but Street Boy's definitely made advantage over those two. Go on board with Roberts. Pushing hard to try and get 5th position off CJW. Just like this trackless Roberts as well. Just looking to keep it nice and tidy through the majority of this track is more or less the same. Just little tricky corners where you're just looking to keep it nice and tidy, avoid any understeer, and just try and keep your lines nice and neat and tidy, and that's how you get the pace really. You start losing the line everywhere and you're losing time everywhere. It's a really odd track, but I really like it. It's quite a skillful track in a way. A lot of half throttle corners and quite a bit of technique actually used in this track compared to some. Just check what's going on towards the back and then we'll focus as the race is coming towards an end now on the battles ahead. So not a great deal going on between JRC, White Shark Phil, Faithful Seamer. They're all having a bit of a race on their own now. Street Boy pretty much driving around on his own in 7th, but we do have a little bit of action to watch between Robert Hood, CJW and Ginger Crackhead as well now. So it looks like they're well and truly closing in on the back of Ginger Crackhead. So going to be a 3-car train this in a second. Look at that, CJW closing right up. So can Ginger Crackhead handle the pressure and hold off the fast approaching competitors behind? Big moment, as I said that. And he gathers it up quite nicely, but he has lost time. He has to defend into here now as best he can. Make it hard for CJW. Oh, he does a great job of running it around the outside though. There's Ginger Crackhead there. That's brilliant driving there from Ginger Crackhead. He could have let that position go quite easily and thought better of it. But no, he battled hard for it. Kept it around the outside and it gave him the line for the next one after that. So really good, intelligent driving and worth the risk there from Ginger Crackhead. Good move. CJW going for it now. Ginger Crackhead defending. Looks like CJW got a little tap there from Robust the Hood. But no big dramas. CJW's got the run there. Incredibly close on the exit anyway. Ginger Crackhead's got the inside. Can he defend on the exit as well? Oh, CJW has got the run. Robert Hood's following him through as well. Ginger Crackhead's going to be a bit unfortunate if he loses 2 positions here, which he has done at the moment. He's fighting hard to get at least 1 back, which he just about manages to do on Robust, his brother. Competitive stuff between these two, and it just manages to stick it back in 5th position as Ginger Crackhead, but he does lose 4th to CJW, so good move there from CJW. This battle is definitely heating up between these guys. Good. Robert's getting really wide out to the curb there. So CJW, the rest of that lap is finished off nice and neatly and he's pulled a little bit of a gap to Ginger Crackhead, so done a really good job after getting past. He's not got that much of a lead, so it could all change yet. Street Boy in the pits on lap 14 with 5 minutes to go. Been a bit more of a chilled race as this one, but it's still had its fair share of good action. It's been good driving. It's easy to have a mistake around here, and we haven't seen that many mistakes, so good consistent driving from everyone, as we have become to expect from this group of drivers in the Fusion. It's all sorting itself out. There's a couple of car lengths gap between each of these guys now, but any tiny little mistake could be detrimental to the positions. Just to give the leader a bit of credit, we'll jump on board with Chewy for a lap before we get to the end. So go on board as he crosses over the line to start lap 15. Been setting pretty consistent lap times of 151s, roughly around the 152 marker on average. So pretty quick laps being set into the second corner. Just hook up the apex, don't go too wide, that's it. And it's just run it through these corners. I really like this track for this. Like I say, this is where the technique comes in. There's all sorts of different lines you can take and all sorts of different places you can brake and ways that you can come out in different gears and all the rest of it, so it's good for that. keeping it nice and calm. Chewy in first place, nothing to push for really. There's no one to catch in front, so he's just trying to get to the end now. He's got enough of a lead over me in second place to not worry about anything, so just nursing it home really. Comes through the left-hander, tight hairpin, and dropping down the hill. This is one of the trickiest corners on the track in my opinion. Hooking up this one and then getting some kind of pace through the mid corner and the exit, and then getting the line right for that one as well. I'd say that's the trickiest part on the track personally. This feels so slow, that these couple of corners, really slow, sloppy corners. Bit of a bump as you go through the apex of that one. Unsettles the car a bit, or it can do if you take too much curb. And coming towards the last corner now. Just looking for a late apex really to get the power back down. The last curb is nothing really, and there you go. Full lap there on board with Chewy. Good lap as well. A 1:52.727. Cruising away, but nice and neat. So not a fast lap, but certainly nice and neat, showing us how to do it. Not that we need to know, because we're racing as well and we know how to do it, but you know what I mean. Figure of speech. So Ginger Crackhead's still got a bit of pressure on from Robert the Hood. This battle is not over, and we're heading towards the last lap now. We are on the last lap for these guys. I think Chewy might get another one in, I can't remember. Let's see what else is going on. White Shark Phil in the distance, you can see Street Boy, but he's got quite a gap to make up in one lap. So let's stick on board with Robert the Hood as he gives us the bulk of the entertainment towards the end by the look of it. Chasing his brother down in 5th. Felt like this quite a good race this, and then the pit stops happened, and the pit stops just killed the race a little bit. And everyone kind of drifted apart, but still a good one, like I say, still some good driving going on, just not quite as action-packed as the first race of the night, which was Dragon Gardens, which was really good. Really enjoyed that one. So does he have to worry, Ginger Crackhead? I'm not sure he does. As long as he keeps it neat and tidy, I'm not sure Roberts is going to be able to do much about it. Oh, he's coming closer though, he's making an attempt at it. So, we'll jump on board with Chewy as he comes over the line, finishes the race, and that's 2 wins on this week for Chewy, so absolutely unbelievable. Great performance for Chewy, and yeah, congratulations mate, brilliant. Second position goes to ADG. White Shark Phil comes over the line in 3rd to finish our podium. CJW finishes in 4th. Ginger Crackhead in 5th. Robust the Hood in 6th. So really good race in the end, and Robust the Hood losing out to Ginger Crackhead. Couldn't quite get it done on the last lap, even though he was close. Street Boy in the McLaren, going to bring it home in 7th. Decent race from Street Boy, pretty quiet one, but not a bad result. 8th goes to White Shark Phil. JRC has finally got himself out of last place, and he's going to bring it over the line in 9th in a minute. And then finally we have Faithless Emo, that seems to have had a few issues through this one. He started quite high up, had quite a good start to the race actually, but somewhere along the way it's all gone wrong for him, and finds himself right at the back in 10th. Just coming towards the last couple of corners now. So that's been really good, really enjoyed that one. Thank you very much for watching, I really do appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up button if you've enjoyed it as well, and if you aren't already, hit that subscribe button if you want to stick with me and watch more of these things. That's pretty much it. So Faithless Emo finishing in 10th there. Thank you very much. Bye for now, look after yourselves, and I will see you next week. Take care.